life is over now. This is real for LA Knight. He's never been on this stage before. This situation is a different world for this man. His first championship match against one of the all-time greats. But Wade, LA Knight is playing with house money. He's not expected to be here.
Well, this entire audience are certainly thrilled that he's made it almost to the very top of this industry. This is a renegade. Careers are simply not supposed to play out the way LA Knight has. And right now, he is on the precipice of creating history before our eyes.
For 1,161 days, Roman Reigns has been champion. 3.5 years. There are only two men in the history of WWE that have held the championship longer. Bruno Sammartino and Hulk Hogan. Bruno's second reign of 1,237 days and Hogan's reign of 1,474 are well within reach of this man, Roman Reigns. But tonight, in his 29th title defense since becoming champion, he has to take on one of the fastest rising stars ever in LA Knight.
Roman Reigns is not a man who's here for fan chants. He's not a man who's here to have entire audiences holding up placards with his name on there. Roman Reigns is simply here to achieve immortality, and day by day he is doing exactly that. Admire the celestial swagger of our tribal chief.
LA Knight talked a lot this week about Roman Reigns and his 3.5-year reign. Had a lot of negative things to say about this championship run. But this is LA Knight's first championship opportunity. This man in the ring, no matter what you think about him, what you think about the championship run, has held that title for 3.5 years. In Saudi Arabia alone, he's retained the championship 3 times against Brock Lesnar, against Goldberg, against another man that was on a career rise who won the United States Championship earlier tonight, Logan Paul. So LA Knight can talk all he wants, Wade, but now it is time to prove his worth in the ring.
The contest is set for one fall, and it is for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing 240 pounds, L.A. Knight.
How you gonna hold that after this? I'm gonna take that. Man, a damn thing you do about it.
Accompanied to the ring by his special counsel, the wise man, Paul Heyman, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds. He is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
The trash talking continues.
Well, popularity and fan support can take you a hell of a long way in this industry, but when that bell rings, you are on your own. And LA Knight, if this really is your game, now's the time to prove it, or else the revolution is going to die in the desert.
So wait, here's how I look at this for Roman Reigns. If you're Roman, you need to weather the emotional storm. You need to weather all of this momentum that LA Knight has built, and more importantly, perhaps than all that, you've got to take this WWE Universe out of this match. And Roman went after LA Knight early, and LA Knight now with the right hands to the champion to start things off in this matchup. And Knight with a swinging neck breaker, and ran out of the blocks. LA Knight attacking Roman Reigns.
Well, this is the exact burst of adrenaline you would expect from a first-time challenger at this level. You're absolutely right. The storm was always coming. But this is a man, Roman Reigns, who's weathered the storm time and time again.
Now Roman mocking LA Knight and his WWE fans here tonight. Again, these are waters that LA Knight has never swum in. He's never done it. He's never been in, especially with a shark against Roman Reigns. He's never had a championship opportunity. At this level, this is a different world. This is a different ball game.
It's completely new territory. Nobody ever knows quite how they're going to react when that huge spotlight is on you, when the pressure is on, and when you're in that ring with the greatest of a generation.
How did you react to your first championship opportunity?
Well, badly, because I didn't win the title quite clearly, and I hope for LA Knight's sake he does a lot better than that, but I was eaten up for weeks with nerves and pressure, feeling like I wasn't really somebody who belonged in that spotlight at that moment in my career. I don't know if that's affecting LA Knight in the same way, though.
Well, one thing about LA Knight is, at least on the outside, he doesn't show the nerves. He's complete, full of confidence, very cocky, believes he can win here tonight.
LA Knight has got ice flowing through his veins. He's got a lot more experience in ring than I had when I got to that stage in my career, and I hope that pays dividends for him here.
And LA Knight now launching himself over the top rope, cover the matchup for the title, and a kick at one. What is the theme of tonight? The theme is believe. And LA Knight has believed in himself since the very beginning. When he was down and out on his luck, many people never thought he'd survive here in WWE. When he was running a model agency, down goes Reigns. LA Knight, through all of that, believed in himself. He took a bet on himself, and that's why he's here tonight. And now Paul Heyman, fumbling around outside the ring, allows Roman Reigns to slip out of harm's way.
That's what the wise man does, just throws a little sand in the gears.
Tribal chief! You can never do it that way!
And LA Knight now takes advantage.
What a start this has been for the challenger.
LA Knight has not backed down. He's taken the fight to Roman Reigns. So many opponents over the years have been intimidated just being in the ring with the tribal chief, but LA Knight has not allowed that to happen yet. And now with Roman Reigns in his sight, LA Knight with a clothesline off the apron. But again, Reigns has got the champ's advantage. Knight cannot win via count-out or disqualification. He's got to pin or submit the champion. And referee Ryan Tran letting a lot go in the early part of this matchup.
That's the problem. LA Knight just got carried away with that early success and forgot he was in there with a modern-day in-ring god in Roman Reigns.
And now Roman pounding LA Knight off the announce table. And LA Knight smarting for the first time really in this matchup. And now face first into the corner of the steps goes LA Knight.
Yeah, that was about as bad a landing as possible when it comes to those steel steps.
Now Roman Reigns dragging himself on our Arabic announce table. LA Knight is down. Roman Reigns able to regroup a bit. Knight, who came out of the blocks on fire. We figured that was going to happen. And now Knight driven again into the steel steps by Reigns. And this is the problem with Roman, Wade. When he weathers the early emotional storm and he takes control of the match like this, it is very hard for his opponent to climb back into it.
You hit him at 100 miles an hour. You hit him with a volley of abuse for 5 straight minutes. And then he still ends up on top. That is when you enter panic mode. And if you're LA Knight, you realize you've never been in a ring with a guy quite like this in your entire career. This is the top level stuff. This is the level you have to get to if you want the gold.
Knight beat the count at 7, back into the ring. And now this is the pace, the methodical beatdown, the punishing pace of the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. The confident smile, stalking LA Knight.
It's familiar territory for Roman Reigns.
And again, for LA Knight, he has worked so hard throughout his career, from the bottom of the barrel all the way to the top, to earn this opportunity. And Wade, you know better than anyone that a championship opportunity of this magnitude may only come along one time in your career. You have to try to capitalize on that moment if you can.
Yeah, trust me, I thought my entire time in 2010 I'd get opportunity after opportunity. I didn't make it count back then. I've lived to regret it ever since. You're right, this may be the only time in his career LA Knight gets a chance for the big one, a chance to win the gold. Unfortunately for him, he's against a man who may be unstoppable.
And Roman Reigns now, suplex delivered, cover now on LA Knight, who kicks out.
Just sense LA Knight is still desperately trying to get his bearings.
Let's not forget, this is Roman Reigns' first match, Wade, since SummerSlam.
Yeah, and normally that's a big problem, but Reigns has been in that position before, and this is what he does best. He slows down opponents. He makes sure the pace is his pace. He controls the matchup, and that allows him to reach top gear when he wants to, not when his opponent wants to. Roman's enjoying this.
And Wade, let's talk about Roman now. You do understand, right, that it's been almost 4 years since Roman Reigns was pinned in a singles match. He was pinned one time in those 4 years. That was in a tag team match by main event Jey Uso. Almost 4 years since being pinned in a one-on-one match. That is incredible.
Well, we're talking about the best of a generation.
Oh, and Roman Reigns exploding into the cover now on Knight to retain. Inside leg hook. Knight has to kick it too.
Best of a generation who continues to grow and improve before our eyes. Everybody in this game has a ceiling. Roman Reigns' ceiling is higher than anyone else, and it keeps climbing.
The impact dropping down LA Knight, who now tries to fight back to his feet. WWE fans trying to will Knight back into this match.
Cavalca of LA Knight is starting to slip away.
Capacity crowd looking on as Roman Reigns delivers a clothesline in the corner and again knocks Knight down. Has Knight done all he can in this match? Can he climb back in it against the veteran Roman Reigns?
Going to be a struggle, because it seems right now that the tidal wave of Megastar Mania is hitting that plateau.
And Reigns just continuing to be angered by the WWE fans. Again, take it in. You are witnessing one of the greatest champions. Definitely the greatest of this generation. A 3.5-year title reign.
Cole, you've had the best seat in the house for Reigns' entire career.
Oh! Knight caught him with an elbow.
About to say he does not have kryptonite, but that elbow to the jaw certainly felt like it.
And now a boot to the face of Roman Reigns. And LA Knight now. That DDT off the top rope planting Roman. And now LA Knight has an opportunity. Can he capitalize? Can he dig down deep?
Well, I've heard people for the past 9 months dismissing LA Knight as a flash in the pan. It's a hell of a long flash. In fact, it's turned into an inferno in that pan. Roman Reigns perhaps has that extinguisher.
Roman Reigns trying to pull himself back to his feet. LA Knight down as well. Deep parts of the matchup, late innings here. The LA Knight chants ringing through the arena. LA Knight now starting to get the upper hand. Here he comes to the rights and lefts. The combination of the champion, Roman Reigns. He's reeling. LA Knight, down goes the champ, and Knight's fired up. That side Russian leg sweep. And now LA Knight measuring the champion Reigns. Kick to the midsection, DDT. Cover to try to win the title. Reigns has got to kick it too, and a near fall for LA Knight.
LA Knight is tapping into something very special here. We may be seeing history unfolding before our eyes.
And again, now wait, if you're LA Knight, you got to keep up the offense. You got to keep up the attack. You cannot take a second to breathe against the champion Roman Reigns. Feeding off the WWE fans. Knight now to the corner. Roman Reigns crumbles in a heap. Now back to his feet. LA Knight. Roman Reigns able to duck underneath and plants LA Knight with a rock bottom cover now. Hook of the leg on Knight, a kick out at 2.
And just when you build up that momentum as the challenger, just when you start punching this god of the ring in the face in a heartbeat, he turns it around like that.
But LA Knight able to survive, still in this match, and maybe now convincing Roman Reigns that he does belong on this stage.
Reigns has been dismissive, but right now, if you're a betting man, you are only backing the tribal chief.
Roman is locked and loaded. LA Knight now, Roman up on his shoulders, and there's a neck breaker. Knight for the cover. I thought he was going for the cover, but no, he's going to inflict more damage on Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns, though, with a Superman punch. Cover on Knight, kick out at 2.
That name check elbow might work against every other person on the roster. It just takes too long to execute against Roman Reigns.
That's a point. He probably should have went for the cover off the neck breaker to Reigns.
There's a time to showboat, and there's a time to realize you are in there with the greatest that we have in this present day.
It is an incredible atmosphere at WWE Crown Jewel. Our main event tonight, Roman Reigns and his record reign, delivering a Superman punch to the challenger LA Knight for the Undisputed title, who managed to get the shoulder up.
LA Knight is completely rocked and perhaps defenseless.
Yeah, out of pure instinct, Knight was able to kick out after the Superman punch. Now Roman Reigns with the spear. LA Knight leads leapfrog. Roman Reigns went face first into the buckle.
With all of that momentum, face first, eating it, softening up the champ.
And now LA Knight has got a second wind. LA gonna drag himself up to the second rope. What is he gonna look for a superplex here on Roman Reigns? Champ up to the top rope, able to block momentarily. Body shot by the head of the table. And another. Headbutt by Roman. Stuns LA Knight at least momentarily. Roman struggling. LA Knight though leaps to the top rope.
Ridiculous and performance!
And now LA Knight is going to look to deliver the elbow.
Take two.
This one connects. Cover for the Undisputed Championship, and Roman kicks out.
Well, the momentum is building for LA Knight, but so is the frustration when you hit Roman Reigns with the best that you've got and he's still kicking out. You start to panic.
Absolute. Tremendous. And wait a minute, Solo Sikoa now in the aisleway, and Jimmy Uso is dragging the Undisputed Champion out of the ring. LA Knight staring down the aisleway at Solo Sikoa. Jimmy has saved his cousin.
It helps when you've got family you can rely on, top-level family like Jimmy Uso.
And now LA Knight, Superman punch by Roman Reigns, off the distraction by Jimmy Uso. Spear! Cover by Roman Reigns! LA Knight kicked out of the spear! You gotta be kidding me! How the hell did Knight kick out?
2.99 seconds, Cole. Is the magic happening tonight?
With everything against him, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, Superman punch, and a massive spear. LA Knight dug down deep and stays alive in this match. LA Knight surviving, at least for the moment.
Roman Reigns, you don't sense frustration, you sense anger at the disrespect of the challenger LA Knight, having the temerity to kick out of that spear. How dare you?
Roman Reigns is irate as he punishes LA Knight.
Despite the kick out, LA Knight might have nothing left in the tank now.
Yeah, but he's still in the match. He's still alive, despite the fact that Solo was out here, Jimmy was out here, Heyman was out here. LA Knight still has a breath left in him.
How much longer?
Choke out LA Knight. Roman Reigns trying to get Knight to pass out or tap out so he can retain the Undisputed Championship.
Grover applied deep onto the throat of LA Knight. No doubt desperately sucking on oxygen and failing in that attempt.
Roman Reigns has got it locked in good with all his power, with all his might. LA Knight is fading though.
Just an image of sheer dominance from the champ.
Knight is fading. Heyman looking on with all the intensity. Roman Reigns, though, LA Knight still in it. LA Knight letting everyone know he hasn't given up yet. LA Knight trying to make it back to a vertical base. Can Knight somehow do it? Can he dig down deep? Can there be one last gasp for LA Knight? Body shots. Break the hold. Roman Reigns again, trying to lock it in. Knight will back him into the corner. And for a third time, And will this be it for LA Knight?
I mean, he's fading fast. You can tap into the reserves of energy in this order. Oh.
Maybe not. Roman Reigns hung up the top rope. LA Knight, force trauma. BFT, blood force trauma to win the Undisputed Championship. And Jimmy Uso saves the match, putting Roman Reigns' leg on the bottom rope.
Well, to be clear, that was the only thing that saved Roman Reigns in this match. We were about to have a new champ.
LA Knight was going to stop the record-setting reign of Roman Reigns before Jimmy Uso saved his cousin.
Nah, I like you.
Yeah. I like you. Yeah, give some.
Now Jimmy Uso and LA Knight going at it outside the ring. LA Knight has had enough. Bouncing Uso off the Arabic announce table. And now Roman Reigns back into the fray, and he runs into a knee. And now it's Roman Reigns bounced off the table by Knight. Reigns sent into the post, face first, and into the barricade.
It's been a long time since I've seen Roman Reigns in this much trouble.
Reigns is down. Jimmy Uso went for the super kick. LA Knight, though, puts Jimmy Uso through the table. Uso's been taken out of the equation. Spear through the barricade. Reigns spares Knight through the barricade.
There's the issue. It's simply not Jimmy Uso that you need to worry about right now. It's the champ, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns sends Knight back into the ring. LA Knight had the entire wind knocked out of him, being driven through the barricade. Roman Reigns wants to beat Knight. Center of the ring. Spear. Roman Reigns retains.
Here's your winner, and still undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
It was a courageous effort by LA Knight, who proved to the world tonight he belonged on this stage. He almost had Roman Reigns beat, but it's the same old story as Roman Reigns survives again.
This was where it really went wrong for LA Knight, getting the job done on an invading Jimmy Uso, but leaving himself prone to that spear from Roman Reigns, softened up on the final kiss goodnight.
I firmly believe that LA Knight had Roman Reigns beat off the BFT if it wasn't for the interference of Jimmy Uso.
There can be no argument against it. All the flash, all the bravado of Roman Reigns coming into this one. He is the most fortunate man on planet Earth. LA Knight just got screwed.
And Roman Reigns' historic run as the Undisputed Champion will continue well beyond 1,161 days. As Roman Reigns continues to tear down the walls and march even further through history. Roman Reigns basks in the glory of victory. LA Knight tonight suffers the agony of defeat. But at the end of the day, LA Knight knows, Wade, he stood toe-to-toe with one of the best. Roman Reigns continues to dominate as the Undisputed Champion.